I welcome all the devotees for today's Bhagavath Katha. Namo Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Samitamini. Namo Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Samitamini. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell the Hare Krishna mantra loudly, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I express all my gratitudes and make many praises to Srila Prabhupada for giving all of us a golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All goes to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devoted services to Srimati Radharani and Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Hare Krishna, we are in Sri Bhagavath Katha, chapter Canto 1, chapter 7, verse number 33. Here the Sudha Maharshi tells the Bhagavath Katha to Naimisharanya, Swanaka Munis in the Naimisharanya forest. This Bhagavatam was originally recited by the son of Vedas Bhagavan, Sri Shuka Maharshi to Parikshit Maharaja. The present Katha continues from in the Kurukshetra war when Ashwatthama aimed the Brahmastra which was diverted to the child in the womb of Uttara. At that time, when he was killed, of course, Krishna would save him. That's the reason he was named as Parikshit. And Arjuna, knowing that Ashwatthama had killed the Upapandavas and other things, he will be after Ashwatthama to kill him. From there we are continuing. I shall recite the 33rd verse 3 times slowly. Please tell along with me. Thereafter I shall do the narration. Tata asadya tarasa darunam gautami sudam babannat amarsha tamraksha pashum rasanyaya yata tata asadya tarasa darunam gautami sudam babannat amarsha tamraksha pashum rasanaya yata tata asadya tarasa darunam gautami sudam babannat amarsha tamraksha pashum rasanaya yata tata asadya tarasa darunam gautami sudam Bhavandamarsha Tamrakshaha Pashum Rasanyanyata. The word-to-word meaning of this verse is Tataha. Tata means thereupon. Asadya, arrested. Tarasa, dexterously. Darunam, dangerous. Gautami Sudam, the son of Gautami, that is Ashwatthama. Bhavanda, bound up. He was tied up by Arjuna. Amarsha, angry, very great angry. Tamra Akshaha, with copper red eyes. Pashum, like an animal, how it will be tied, like that he is tied. Rasanaya, by ropes. Yatha, as it were. Arjuna, his eyes blazing in the anger, like two red balls of copper. When we heat the copper, it becomes very red hot. At that time, that's the reason we call it as red hot. Hare Krishna, you can sit and have darshan and continue in the class. So he arrested, he caught hold of the Ashwatthama who was trying to escape, but he arrested him and he bounded with, like we tie the animals, with ropes, he bounded him. Ashwatthama's mother, Kripi, that is Dronacharya's wife as well as Kripacharya's sister, he Kripi was born to Gautama Muni. That the reason he is also known as, because he belongs to that generation, he is also known as Gautama's son. So Ashwatthama was caught and bounded with ropes like an animal. According to Sridhar Swami, he one of the disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says Arjuna was obliged to cast his son of Brahmana, because not only of Gautama Maharshi, he is the son of his own Acharya Dronacharya. He was born by the relation between the Kripacharya and Dronacharya. Sorry, Kripi and Dronacharya. So, though he was his Acharya's son, he has arrested him because he made a vow to Draupadi that whether Arjuna is in Brahmaloka or Pataloka, he would bring him by tying like an animal. So, Arjuna was obliged to catch his son of Brahmana like an animal as a part of his duty. It was his dharma, he was a Kshatriya. Whereas Ashwatthama, he was born as a Brahmin, but he was converted to Kshatriya. When he became the king of Drupada Panchala Desha, during Guru Dakshina, Pandavas, they caught hold of Drupada, that is even before the marriage of Draupadi and Arjuna. At that time, he brought Drupada to Dronacharya. At that time, Dronacharya surrendered all the kingdom to Drupada surrendered all the kingdom to Dronacharya. But Dronacharya said, "No, you are my friend. Still, I don't want to take that revenge. I am giving you 50% of the country." So, for the remaining 50% of the country, he made Ashwatthama as the king. Actually, he is not supposed to become king because he is only son of Brahmana. He cannot do the Kshatriya work. All these varnashramas, whatever are there, they are meant for, it's not by birth, by the way of profession. So like by way of profession, he became a Kshatriya. Vishwamitra, whereas he was a Raja, he was the king Kaushika, by doing 60,000 years penance, he became Brahmarshi. So even in olden days, all those things are there. It's not just now, during Ramana period, Valmiki Maharshi was born as a Brahmin. But for some reason, as a small child, even maybe 2 months, 4 or 5 months, eagle lifted him away along with his clothes tied upon. Because his mother put him down on the floor and went to get the water from the river. Eagle took him away and threw him in the forest. There the hunter leader, he took the baby as his own son and adopted like that, he became a hunter. But again when he was grown up, due to the initiation of Narada Maharshi, became a Brahmin. So all this present day intercaste or interreligion, this thing is not a new thing. It is right from this Valmiki Maharshi somewhere in Treta Yuga. Vishwamitra is in Satya Yuga, that is 40 lakhs years ago. So like that, all these things are prevailing, but it is only based on the profession, not based on the birth. So this suggestion of Sri Swami was also confirmed in later stage by Sri Krishna. Ashwatthama was a bona fide son of Dronacharya and Kripi, but because he was degraded himself to a lower status of life, it was proper to treat him as an animal and not as a Brahmana. Here, see, Brahmins are belonging to higher category. Why means they were intelligent? Because they were intelligent and they were following the Dharma for so many reasons, not because they have become highest in the category just because of birth. Today, in today's time, many people who are born in Brahmin families, they have become adama by following intoxication, gambling, meat eating and all those things, they became non-Brahmins. Like that, they have been degraded. But otherwise, all these people, they were intelligent people. And in the olden days, doctors, they were also Brahmins. Doctors were also Brahmins. All intelligent people, they belong to Brahmin quality. That's the reason they have, otherwise not by birth at all. And there was no untouchability at all. As told presently now by some few people or in English people 400-500 years back, that untouchability never prevailed. Shabari, who is a tribal lady, he offered food to Rama when he was in forest, he accepted. Krishna Paramatma, during his incarnation in Dwapara Yuga, he associated with everybody. There was no untouchability at all. That is all wrong, and just to make some benefit out of elections to get vote bank in their favor, they are doing it. Otherwise it is wrong. So, but because he had degraded himself to a lower status of life, it was proper to treat him as an animal and not as a Brahmana. A Shudra can become Hare Krishna. A Shudra can become a Brahmin, like Valmiki Maharshi. Because he was adopted in Hatta family, he became a Shudra, but otherwise again he became a Brahmin. Like that, when Shabari was a tribal lady, she was serving as a maid servant in the ashrama of sages. Ashrama of sages. So, like that, anybody can be converted by only by their profession, not by birth. So here he was degraded. Ashwatthama born in family, he was degraded to a Kshatriya. Not even Kshatriya, by doing so many other atrocities, he is not even he is a Shudra category like that. So after binding Ashwatthama, Arjuna wanted to take him to military camp. That is, their own army is there. Two people are there, army are there, they are left out there. He took them, and the person of Godhead, Krishna, he was there looking on with his lotus eyes, spoke to angry Arjuna. Krishna spoke to Arjuna in an angry way. Why means, when Ashwatthama has aimed the Brahmastra to counteract Arjuna, because out of fear that he would die, he also aimed the Brahmastra. But knowing that the entire universe will be destructed, you know what is Brahmastra today? Sorry? Nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapon. Earlier there were no, nothing like this. Bow and arrow, gun, all those things are not there. Just open your palm, recite the mantra, that mantra will make the Brahmastra explode. The mantra will make the explode, and that is nothing but telling Gayatri Mantra in a reverse way in a particular fashion. It cannot be now. Actually, Gayatri Mantra is sung like a song. That is wrong. It should never be sung like that. But same Gayatri Mantra from back to front, it is a nuclear weapon. So, but in our present time, what happened is, we don't have that power. By reciting mantras, we can't explode any of these things. They have made remotes, and every country is having nuclear. Every major country, whether it is Australians or UK, Japan, India, Pakistan, everybody are having nuclear, and everybody threatens each other. I will explode. If you do anything, I will explode nuclear weapon. But they will never explode, because they know if they explode a nuclear weapon, they can't retaliate, and it will be only total destruction. It will be total destruction. Not only the enemy portion will die, all the neighbors will die, they themselves will. They don't, not themselves, their whole country, and the entire thing will be devastated, destructed. So, like that, because Arjuna has aimed the Brahmastra, Krishna became angry on Arjuna. Are you intelligent or what? Why did you explode the Brahmastra? The entire universe will receive. At that time only, Krishna diverts the Brahmastra towards the womb of Uttara. Ashwatthama will aim the Brahmastra only to destroy the entire earth, so that Pandavas, he will also die, Pandavas will also die. But Krishna never wanted the destruction of the world. He saw that it is diverted, because the Supreme God, he diverted the weapon towards the womb of Uttara. Like that happens. The Lord is transcendent, and thus he is absolute in any state. His anger is not like the anger of conditioned living. We are all conditioned souls. What do you understand by conditioned souls? Anybody can tell? What do you understand by conditioned souls? Soul. Our Atma. Atma is soul. that Atma is conditioned. Why? What condition?
Karma.
Karma means in the nature we have three qualities. Satvika, Rajasa and Tamasa. We are attracted and we will not be able to detach from those gunas until unless we surrender to the God and we give up all desires. Give up all desires means not you should not have any desire. You have all desires, but the results of the desires you leave it to Paramatma. Whether he gives it, you take it. If he doesn't give us, oh God, you have done good thing to me. Sometimes it happens. Even if it doesn't give us, you would be benefited from that one. Something odd, if he had given us, something wrong would have happened. Instead of that wrong happening, it benefits us like that. So whatever happens, we should take like that. The Lord is transcendent, thus He is in the absolute in any state, any time He can do anything. His anger is not like the anger of conditioned living like us. For us, whatever anger we are having, that is only further binding us in the nature. But whereas Krishna's anger is not at all like that, but it's only for the benefit of others. Whereas our anger, we think that when we show our anger, it would affect our opposite people on whom we are showing anger. But that itself will affect us also. Our BP is going to rise or it may be lowered. Anything can happen. So even we will be affected, not only the enemy part. It's something like nuclear weapon. When you explode, everything is distracted. Like our anger also is nothing like a nuclear weapon. The opposite person also will be distracted. Even we also. So we need to be very careful to control them. And we need to control our senses. 5 senses. We have 10 senses. 5 karmendriyas and 5 jnanendriyas. These 5 jnanendriyas we need to control. Eyes are one of them. When it sees something, it gets attracted. It conveys to the mind. Mind conveys to the ears, nose, and hands, legs, everything, different functions. It says, nose to smell what it is, ears what it is, you hear that one, and it instructs the legs to move. Again, it advises hands to take it. Like that, it does. That means all these senses are controlling mind. Mind is not controlling this one. So for that reason, we need to control. Even if you see, you just leave it. Don't. Or if you hear something good or bad, you leave it. Do not get attracted to that one. Like that, you need to renunciate. Renunciate your results of the desires. You may have very big palatial building. You may have relishing a good tasty food. You go to star hotel, or if you go to some shopping mall, you might see valuable clothes or jewelry for ladies like that. But you should not get attracted. You should leave it to the God. If it's possible, we may get. If it is not, no. You should not worry about it. So, like that we have become conditioned. Whereas God is not attracted with anything, He is not attached to anything. He is the giver. We are the taker. So, when He is the giver, He is having a lot of things. Why should we worry about it? His anger is not exhibited in the 3 modes of material nature. I told you, His anger is not like the Satvika, Rasa and Tamasa. His anger is only for the benefit of all the universes. Because there is Anandakoti Brahmanda, many crores of this one. What are you doing? What are you studying? 10. See, scientists have also agreed that this universe is not alone. There are many crores of universes there. Akila Koti Brahmanda, many crores of years and trillions of years old. We do not know when it has started and when it is going to end. So like that one, in all the universes, living beings are there, but with this naked eyes we can't see. With this nature, what is the eyes given by the nature, we can't see those things.
Can't understand.
We can't understand, no, you can't see them first of all. See, even including our country, they have launched the rocket to Moon Planet. Moon Planet went there and it has sent some results. It was only live for 18 days, but then it became dead. Nothing is there. But for different reasons we are successful because we could launch All countries know that India is also capable of it, and scientifically we are having that advanced knowledge, they know that one. So they support us in this technology, this thing, but otherwise they could not see any living being there. But there are living beings. There are living beings in a different body which we can't see. See, now here itself so much of virus, bacteria, everything is there. Can you see them? At least maybe under microscope we may be able to see. But whereas other living beings we can't even see with any of these aids. And it is only a sign of this bent of mind towards the cause of devotee. We are all devotees of Krishna, one way or other. Some might believe, some may not believe. Some will stand 100%. Some people just they do namaskara and go away or something like that. But otherwise, everybody, we are all servants of God. We are His children. He is our mother, His father, He is our acharya, He is our well-wisher. Like that, we have 9 different types of relations. So, it is only a sign of his bent. Why he gets anger is in his mind. It will bend towards sympathy towards the devotee, because out of love, because that is transcendental nature. Therefore, even if he is angry, the object of anger is blessed. We know that anger also blesses us. Sorry? Yeah. Mother will not get angry. You know who will get angry? Father will get more angry.
If we hurt us with this fault, our mother will scold us.
Scolding is different, getting angry is different. Scolding is just like giving warning us. Warning is not anger. But if something cruel thing is happening out of anger, that is different. Again, anger is from the mother. It's not that father. It's not that he does not love us. He loves more. He loves more than mother. For our own benefit, he behaves like that person. So we need to be very cautious when our father tells, it is for our good only he is telling. They are all Pratyaksha Devatas. I am not saying God, they are Pratyaksha Devatas, demigods. Devatas, they are speaking gods, speaking Devatas to us. Whereas other Devatas, Vayudeva, you will inhale and exhale. Vayu, can you speak to him? This Agni, you will fire the stove, you will do all your relishing food and everything. Can you speak to the Agni? No. Whereas mother and father, you can speak to them. Varuna Devata, water, you only drink and fulfill your thirst, but you can't speak to him. So here, Pratyaksha Devatas, our parents, we need to respect them, we need to do their aradhana as Devatas, like that. You should not, after when you grow up and they become old, you should not put them in the old age homes. If you put them in the old age homes, what happens? Even you will have children at that time. Your children will be observing you. Oh, my son has, my father has put my grandparents in the old age home, I shall also follow the same thing. When we become, everybody is going to become old. They take and put it in the old age home. That is wrong thing, we should never do. We should keep with us, and whether our parents are good or not, they are rich or poor. See, there are many rickshaw people whose children, they are prospering now. Auto drivers, the children, they are prospering. Some have become IAS officers also like that. Doctors like that, they have become. So, some people, they are still suffering because of their parents' profession. But that is not wrong. Whether they are, forget about your earnings, your status, anything. Because since your mother and father has given you this body for covering our Atma, you need to respect them. You need to worship them as Devatas. And thus, the Lord is transcendence, the cause of devotee, because his transcendental nature. Therefore, even if he is angry, the object of anger is blessed. He is unchanged in all circumstances. This Lord Sri Krishna now tells Arjuna, oh Arjuna, you should not show mercy by releasing this relative of Brahmin, Brahmabandhu. See, a real Brahmin who is practicing Brahmin qualities is a Brahmin. If suppose he is born by born Brahmin, but he is adopting other profession, he is not called as a Brahmin, he is known as Brahman Bandhu. Bandhu means relation. Like he is treated as a relative of the Brahmin. So for he has killed innocent boys in their sleep. What the real Kshatriya does is he stays in the battlefield and he will fight with the people who are doing the battle. Whereas what Ashwatthama had done is when Upandavas, 5 sons of the Pandavas, Draupadi, when they were sleeping, and when Duryodhana was sleeping, he went, took his sword and cut their heads. That was the wrong thing. He should have woke them up and fought. Then what had happened would have been that is different. Sorry? Yeah, he's a coward. He's a coward, he has cut off their heads. That was the wrong thing he has done. And the word Brahmana Bandhu is significant because a person who happens to take birth in the family, whatever I told earlier, it is again coming here in the narration. Whatever he has taken a birth in the family of Brahmana but is not qualified to be called Brahmana because he was following the other customs and as a relative of Brahmana, not as a Brahmana. Son of a High Court judge is not virtually a High Court relative of the High Court judge, but there is no harm in addressing High Court judge as son or relative of Honorable Justice. Many people they are there. You can't call him as a judge. You can only say son or relative of a justice. So, therefore, as by birth only one does not become a High Court judge. So also one does not become a Brahmana simply by birthright. So, as a High Court judgeship is a post for the qualified man, so also the post of Brahmana is attainable by the qualification only. See, Vishwamitra was a Kshatriya. He was a king, Kaushika. He has done 60,000 years penance, tapas, and he became a Brahmana. Huh? Sorry? Yeah.
He was distributed different after pregnancy, he became a Brahmana.
See, he also, Vishwamitra also, when he was a king, he killed 100 sons of Vasishtha Maharshi. 100 sons of Vasishtha Maharshi, 100 sons, more than 100 sons of Vasishtha Maharshi were killed. But again, Brahmin quality is very kind. He is very kind-hearted, he is sympathetic. Though his 100 sons were killed by Vishwamitra, Vasishtha never had any anger. He left them. He said, this is my fate. Their life was that one, he kept quiet. That is one of the qualities. Brahmins have many qualities. This is one of the qualities. Forgiveness. As the High Court judge is a post of qualified man, so also the post of Brahmana is attainable by qualification only. The Shastra enjoins that even if good qualifications are seen in a person born in family other than that of Brahmana, the qualified man has to be accepted as Brahmana. Suppose somebody is born in some other lower caste. Today there are number of hundreds of classes are there, not one, thousands. Otherwise, it's in thousands. Even in, not only in our Sanatana Dharma, what is our religion name? Sanatana Dharma, not Hindu. So in the Sanatana Dharma also there are many castes are there. Similarly in Christianity, Muslim, everybody there are 40,000. In Christians also there are some 2,000, 3,000 different subdivisions are there. Like that here also, Romans, Catholics, so many. Here Sunni, so many things are there in Muslim also. So all these things become, but originally according to Sanatana Dharma only 4. Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Only 4 for the entire universe, not for only Bharat country. Present Bharat country is not Bharat. The entire universe was Bharat. Entire universe was Bharat. Jambu Dvipe, Bharata Varsha, Bharata Kande Vital. So entire universe was Bharata Varsha. So even if a person takes birth in lower grade but behaves, has all good qualities like a Brahmin, he should be called as a Brahmin only. Like that, Shabari, she was a Brahmin only. Narada Maharshi's mother in earlier creation, not in this creation. In the earlier creation, she was a maid servant with some sages. At that time, she used to carry Narada Maharshi about 5 6. At that time, it was not his name, Narada, something else they have not given. That boy was taken while going for service. Like at home, our maid servants come with their children when they are small. Similarly, in the previous creation, he was made son. He went. There he practiced what sages are doing. After the sages left this world, everybody has to die. After the sages left this world, that boy, he practiced as like those what the sages have done, because he is seeing them what they were doing. He practiced them, and in this present creation, he is the Manasaputra, he is the son born out of mind of Chiturmukha Brahma. Like that, he has become son of Brahma and grandson of Mahavishnu. Ravana is because of curse. Because he was only Dwarapalaka. When the Sangasandana rishis, they were not allowed to see Mahavishnu, they cursed him to take birth. Yeah, like that Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and in Dwapara Yuga as Shishupala and Dantavakra, not Kamsa, Dantavakra and Shishupala. That he had to take. Again, Ravana is born by Brahmin. He was son of Kashyapa Prajapati. But because of his behavior, he became a Rakshasa. Otherwise, he was not a Rakshasa. Again, his brother Vibhishana, in Ramayana, Vibhishana is a good king. Noble person. Lord Prahlada is also a good person. He is also son of Hiranyakashipu. So he is also a good person. Like that, by birth, it is not. Only by way of practice only, they are considered as Brahmana, Kshatriya, whatever it is. So, the Shastra enjoins that even if good qualifications are seen in person, born in family, other than that of Brahmana, the person born in family of Brahmana is void of Brahmanical quality, but this person who is taken in lower category is considered as Brahmana. Then he must be treated as a non-Brahmana or in better terms. That Brahmana Bandhu should be treated as a non-Brahmana, a relative of Brahmana. That's the reason they are known as Brahmana Bandhu. Lord Sri Krishna, the supreme authority of all religious principles, the Vedas, he has personally pointed out these differences, and he is about to explain the reason for it in the following program. In coming verses, Krishna will teach instruct all those things to Arjuna. Why he is teaching Arjuna? He is making his only cause, nimitta, for explaining this Bhagavatam to us. Bhagavad Gita also was explained to only Arjuna. First day of the Kurukshetra war, even before the war started. Only to make him as nimitta and to bring it to our this thing. Because in this Kali Yuga, nobody understands all those things. So like that. So today we shall rest in the Bhagavath Katha for now. Again in the evening today we have Mahabharata. Lot of Vidura Nita, Dharma instructions is going on. At 5:45 it will start. Yeah, it's on YouTube. I'll give you. In the evening it will be in Hindi. Today and tomorrow, Mahabharata in the evening. Thursday evening, Ramayana. From today to Friday, every day morning at this time is Bhagavata in English. So before stopping for now, we shall chant Hare Krishna Mantra 10 times and stop. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिव गौर भक्त वृंदा 10 times and loudly. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swasti Pravantyam Nyayena Margena Mahishaha Gobashvasu Nityam Samasta Loka Sugno Vantu Kayena Vacha Manasendripya Bujjhapate Swabhavat Karomi Yajyat Pasvain Narayana Sarpayani Sri Mannartharpan Sarvam Sikrahas Mangalam Nitya Mangalam. See this Hare Krishna Mahamantra it's a Mahamantra blessed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about 700 years ago and instructed to chant 64 rounds on the chanting beat which contains on Japabala contains 108 beats. So what are you chanting now? How many rounds you are doing? 2 rounds, very good. So keep that in practice, and this Mahamantra is not for temporary time or month or 2 or a year like that. It is for our lifetime, because at the end of our life we need to remember to get relieved from this cycle of life, birth and death. So until unless we don't remember him, we will be taking lot of birth after birth. So to get salvation, moksha means we'll stop the life cycle of birth and death. For that reason we need to surrender to God 100% and remember him at the end, so that we get moksha, the salvation, and we will not get into this life cycle. Otherwise we will be taking birth as animals, birds, beasts and all those things, even maybe trees and mountains also. So because to avoid all those things, we have taken lakhs and lakhs of births earlier. To avoid that one, we should remember God. Jai Sri Radha ki, Jai Sri Jayabhadra Subramai ki, Jai Sri Nasing Bhagwan ki, Jai Sri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jai Sri Panchatattva ki, Jai Sri Madhva Granth ki, Jai Sri Harinamant ki, Jai Sri Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. You open